Happy St. Patrick's Day, everybody! Welcome, everyone, to the Everything Show. I am your host, Matrixlord212, and I'm with Scott. What's up, Scott? You're muted again! What? I can't hear you.
Hello.
Oh, there you are. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I've got it unmuted. I don't know why it does that.
That's crazy. All right, so this is a weird thing you sent me. The Suicide Squad is called the Suicide Squad. Like, Suicide Squad 2 is not called 2. It's called the Suicide Squad. Was the other one called Suicide Squad?
Yeah, just simply Suicide Squad.
So this is the Suicide Squad.
Yeah, it's got the word "the" in front of suicide.
So is that going to confuse the shit out of people? Probably.
I don't know. What I read from it, Gunn said it's going to be a reboot of the.
So here's the thing. The movie is a reboot. So does that mean that Margot Robbie is not in it? Now, because I know that she wasn't in it. She was in it, then she wasn't in it because he didn't want her in it.
Yeah.
Then she was in it again, and then they were fighting with James Gunn. Now she's not in it.
That's confusing. Yeah.
Does reboot mean another universe? Doesn't reboot mean another universe, or is it still in the same universe?
As far as I know, it's in the same universe. So, yeah, because I was reading that thing, and this is pretty much me going, okay, let me go back and read this little sentence. Okay, 4th time with this sentence, 1,000,000th time with this sentence. But, yeah, so I have no idea if Robbie's going to
So is this like a new team, but, like, the other stuff happened?
You know as much as I do about this from reading that storyline.
But one thing I don't like is when they make shit so complicated and you just want to sit back and enjoy the movie. And I can't see, dude. I just can't see. Jesus. God. It would look cool for the costume, but that's it. It's over. All right. So
yeah, that's why I don't wear these sunglasses very often.
It's getting hot in here real quick, but it's St. Patrick's Day. Oh, my God. All right. So, yeah, this is off too now. All right. So, I just don't understand, like, why everything is so, like, complicated. Just make it simple. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I know.
And he's still there.
Yep.
And then he goes to Marvel to do Guardians of the Galaxy 3.
Yep.
So, in other words, he's not going to map out the DC universe, like more movies, and give it a bigger role.
He might do it randomly. But he's not going. He's not there fighting.
See, here's the thing, right? In case anybody didn't know, they don't like that. Marvel and DC do not like sharing somebody. No. Okay.
Well, since technically he's not with Marvel.
Well, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So. He wasn't with Marvel Disney. DC took him. So here's the thing. They were so nice. They grabbed him. He's not leaving them, which is great. He's doing the movie. But then Marvel asked for him to come back to do the movie. But
and that might be his final movie for him as well.
See, here's the thing. I don't know about that. See.
The plan probably is okay. Marvel says okay. Marvel DC says okay. They decide to hold you over for this last movie, and then after Guardians, you'll be full time with DC. So that's the only thing I can think of.
See, here's the thing. He's probably confused because the thing is, they gave him a big break, right? Taking him, which is going to give him a whole new future where he wasn't going to really, But then he probably I'm just speculating, okay? He didn't like some of the stuff he saw over there. And now, naturally, he was completely happy with Marvel Disney until that event. Then they asked him to come back and do Guardians. And he's like a pig in, like, he's super happy. So it's like, yes. But then that kind of pisses off DC because, and Warner Brothers, because they don't like that. It's a.
Like I said, this is probably a final. This is probably like the okay. They're doing your script.
Yeah, but you know what it is? They're pissed at
script. We'll let you finish out your Marvel contract.
No, there is no contract. It was broken.
In a way,
no, it's broken.
Guardians, and then boom.
Well, wait a minute. The contract was completely shattered. He had to sign a new contract.
I know.
Thing is broken. So he's doing one movie, right? But here's the thing. It's like, I just don't want to see the guy, like, thrown out from both. Like,
he won't.
I know. I just, it's
Guardians 4 will probably be that one in which they initially had plans for that Guardians 3000 or whatever.
Yeah, I don't see him
cameoed inside the first.
See, if he does both, if he does movies for DC and Marvel, that would be the first time in history that happens. Because
this is going to be a one-time deal.
I don't know if it's going to go back and forth, because the thing is that they get grimy, both of them, with stuff. I mean, it's a situation where Jared Leto was the Joker, and they're holding on to him, and he's like, give me something to do. And they're like, no. And then he goes to do Morbius, and they're angry. Okay, angry.
That's their fault.
But you know what?
They shouldn't have been Leto should have been allowed to do other things during his hiatus.
And then they have people like
Warner Brothers pretty much did him dirty by first not allowing him to have as many scenes in the first Suicide Squad movie, and then say, hold on, we've got this stuff coming, and I'm sorry, as an actor, you cannot be put on. This is not an on-call service.
I know. Just like they tried to hold on to Ryan Reynolds. They didn't want him to do Deadpool. And he's like, screw that. And he did Deadpool. Right? So this is a thing where Michael Keaton's with Spider-Man, right? And he has a 3-picture deal. Like, he's signed. So when he did the first movie, they're like, oh, you know what? Let's try to get him back now for like Batman Beyond movie or something, right? They can't. There's this like, Marvel and DC do not want their actors hopping around. You plant it in there for like 5 years or more or whatever, and then they're going to try to keep you. You know what I'm saying? They don't want like Chris Evans going over to DC doing a movie. They don't want Robert Downey Jr. going over there. They don't want. I'm pretty sure what's going to happen is, even if the Avengers are not, they're going to give them movies or some shit under Disney or whatever to do, because they really don't want the actors to go there. That's so, like, Lawrence Fishburne leaving as Perry White to come to Marvel with Ant-Man, they pissed them off.
Well,
and it's like,
once again, there's a movie company that wanted one of their chief players to be on call for him, and I'm sorry, if I was an actor and somebody said, okay, we're going to do this, when's the next movie? Well, we don't know.
See, that's another thing.
Give me approximate time. We don't know. Well, I'm sorry, my bills don't get paid on I don't know. So
and then
call me. And then don't call me. I'm going to the competition.
Just like
this.
Yeah, just like Marvel, they know Aquaman. Jason Momoa is Aquaman, but they had to try. Well, Sony, and they're like, hey, you want to be Kraven the Hunter? And it's like, oh shit. Then it's like, whoa, but he's signed.
He looks good, but I don't see him as Kraven.
No, I see. You know what it is? He's big, but he's not. Like, I don't think he would be a Kraven.
To me, Kraven, he's not that big. Kraven's more is.
I don't know if anybody could be Kraven right now, because it's they got to have that facial and the accent, and it's not necessarily the bulkiness of it. It's like the stamina.
Yeah.
Like, because I mean, you're gonna have a stunt double. I mean,
just like
he gotta look like
him playing for Doc Savage. Not saying he's not going to play a bad guy, Doc Savage, but
who's Doc Savage?
They've got The Rock, Dwayne The Rock Johnson playing for Doc Savage.
Yeah, but see, the thing with that is they already have him as Black Adam, so he still wouldn't want to.
I know. No, I'm just saying. Getting back to the Kraven thing. I don't see Jason Momoa as Kraven. I don't see The Rock as
Doc Savage. Right.
I don't know, because I still
I
have
don't
the
think
whole
he's doing
plot,
that anymore, though.
image caught in my head. I see one of the Hemsworth more as Doc Savage than I do The Rock.
But I don't think he's doing that anymore, though, because isn't he doing all these Black Adam movies, like Black whatever?
He is. I'm just saying they don't know when they're going to get around doing Doc Savage, but they've got him at least planned for it, last I heard.
All right, so let's talk about the new face of the MCU, which is Captain Marvel. Tomorrow we will have the appropriate figures, but right now we have the figures as of Friday, and that is 594 million for Captain Marvel worldwide. So it's close to 600. Let's just see what we have for these other movies. Captive State tanked.
I figured it would.
It came in 7th place. Disaster. Like it's done. It's done. Like they won't even tell you how much money they spent on it. That's how embarrassing.
It was probably probably on paper it sounded good. Plus, on top of that, it would have done better maybe as a next Netflix or a.
But they had to have spent $100 million over that. There's no
probably
way.
Would have done better if they had broken it up as a Netflix or some sort of streaming service series.
Yeah.
But because they sent it to big screen, people saw it and go, "Okay, it's good." But we've seen these but you use the same dynatropes in Skyline, and I forget what other movie I said, which I sent you, but.
So, I'm just trying to see what other news here we got. Okay, so here's another thing. American Gods is continuing. It's not canceled, like we heard before. Season 3 got renewed, so that's pretty good. What else we got going on here?
It's a good series. I gotta get back to watching it, but
I know we gotta watch Walking Dead. We missed the last episode, and that was supposed to be a really good episode too. So, slow. I guess it's slow news day today. Pretty much.
Netflix series Love, Death, and Robots. I think I sent you. That was good. That was a good series. That's like I said. That second one, when you watch it, you'll be rolling, laughing so hard due to a lot of the stuff. This one of the robots are. Okay, I know I gave it a little bit away, but it is about robots.
Right.
But you'll be laughing due to the way one of them is acting.
Oh, this is something else I wanted to talk about because this confused the shit out of me. How could we have a Bumblebee reboot, which is like another universe?
Yeah.
But what did I say about that, though? Didn't I tell you these movies made billions and billions and billions and billions of dollars? There's no effing way they're going to scrap that universe that's made them billions, even though they're doing a reboot, because they're going to knock on Michael Bay's door and they're going to be like, hey, man, let's do that Last Night sequel. So the word is, and again, I know Chris doesn't think it's going to happen, but the word is that they're going to do a Bumblebee sequel in that universe. They're going to do an Optimus Prime movie possibly in that universe. But they're probably going to come out with this is what I think is going to happen. I think that this is how I think it's going to happen. I think that they're going to do a sequel to The Last Night. And at the end of the movie, quite possibly, Optimus Prime or whatever go way back in time to prevent Unicron from being merged with the Earth from the very beginning, or whatever it is, right? Because he merges with the Earth really early on. They prevent that whole thing from happening because maybe the Earth's going to get destroyed because of him. And then a whole new timeline is created, which is the Bumblebee timeline. Like maybe the Autobots go back in time, and they're in this new universe now that's totally different. And they remember it, but nobody else does. So I think that's what's going to happen. I think that the Autobots, maybe even the Decepticons too, Autobots go back in time. And
But
so
the
does
Decepticons go back to try to prevent the Autobots from doing that.
right,
So
but
that
they fail. Right.
Yeah.
And what happens is the whole timeline changes, where every single thing that happened is wiped. Earth's history continues on without, I guess, interference. Maybe they are put in suspended animation. Maybe they wake up in the grand, remember, like, they like wake up or something in present time, like where it doesn't affect Earth's history, like all of them, like wherever the Decepticons are, they wake up, the Autobots wake up, and then it's like, maybe Bumblebee woke up earlier or something. Because I think they want to fix the mistake.
That was so dumb. That's what lost me right there. It was good. It was a decent movie. Up until the third act or so, second and a half, third act, and then when the whole thing, Earth is Unicron and blah blah blah. Really?
So you know what they'll probably do? They'll probably have Shia LaBeouf in it, and they'll wipe the timeline. And
he's in there going, just do it, just do it.
They'll wipe the timeline, and then it's better, because then the Earth is not going to be destroyed because of and it's just going to be but they remember, though. They both remember the previous timeline, and then they continue with the Bumblebee and Bumblebee 2 and Optimus Prime, and Optimus Prime gives us says a story on how this is a whole new timeline that they created, and now it's like whatever. I think that's what they're going to do. So it's like a sort of Star Trek 2009 when Spock went back in time in the Romulans and they messed up the whole, and the past is different and everything. It's going to be like that probably, because everybody believes in that. So that's probably what's going to happen. I think. I really think they're going to do it. I think they're going to resolve the storyline totally. I really think so.
Yep.
They wouldn't have mentioned it if they weren't going to do that.
Yeah.
And this would be like one more opportunity for them to make billions of dollars. The final Michael Bay. Boom. That's what I think. It's my opinion. Don't know if it's going to happen, but a lot of times I'm right anyway. So let's see. No, I might be wrong. Wrong.
And Discovery made I won't say what it is, but there was a big discovery on Discovery, which was quite unique and good. So.
Oh, okay. Well, about that all day.
And one of the actors did one of those little after shows on IGN.
Okay. So. All right, we're going to get out of here. We're going to do Real Movies. All right, guys. Thanks a lot. Take care. Bye for now.